Wait, what? Wait, what did I miss something?
He just said that there's quite a following on your DeviantArt, and
Oh
I was just
yeah.
like, yeah, no, I'm terrified.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you seen some of the comments they've been writing?
Do you have a a pathological hatred for your own fan base?
No, I don't have a pathological hatred of my own fan base. I have a mutual fear and respect.
Yeah, no, but
And
you've got some pretty happy individuals who just love what you do.
it's
Yeah,
yeah, and it
definitely.
was a complete surprise because people love fan art. They don't like original characters. So when I
Hmm.
started uploading like in progress shots of, hey, here's the first character for my animation. I have no name for him, so I'm gonna call him Captain Fabulous. Okay. And then I went to sleep and I woke up in the morning and there were like 100 comments on it, and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What? I don't. What? This never happens to original characters. What is
This
this?
doesn't happen.
This
This
doesn't
doesn't happen.
happen. I know.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
crazy fool.
understand. Yeah.
Well, I've been a big fan of Shamine's art. Well, it's what, about 6 years, something
Yeah,
like
I've been
that.
since high school. You stalker.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm very sorry about that. So, but what can you do? You see someone's art, or you listen to some music, or anything like that, and you think, well, I like this. I want to follow it. It's that simple. So, it's yeah. And now here am I. I'm actually in it now. It's just fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
And technically,
It is.
it's all your fault too, because when I was in
I
high
know,
school,
I know.
when I was in high
Yeah.
school, I had a Pirates of the Caribbean phrase, as if you couldn't get it from the number of pirates I have. And Richard sends me an email saying, "Oh, have you heard of this chap? He's called Adamant, and this song he looks kind of like Jack Sparrow, don't you think?" And then actually I was listening to Adamant when I started drawing gay pirates all over my sketchbook, and I was just like, "Huh, maybe I can do something with this."
Yeah, I've heard this story told a couple different ways, but
Mm.
that's hilarious.
It's all his
It is.
fault.
It's great. And I'm just because you see, I'm a bit older, and so obviously I was around, and I heard, and Adamant was there when I was a teenager, and things like this, and so suddenly you see these images, and you go, hold on a moment, I recognise this person,
Yeah.
and I introduced it to you, and him to you. And then suddenly, yeah, here we are now in a production based on that, which is absolutely brilliant. I love it.
I was in the awkward position where when I found the audition and I found the character, and I was really intrigued by Louis, and I wanted to know, in what way is he different from any other kind of gay flamboyant character. And I went
Yeah.
looking, digging, and I did find that picture where you uploaded all of your inspirations for your characters.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I felt terrified because I knew none of them. I literally knew none of them, and I was like,
Oh.
I'm just gonna start winging it. And so I pulled from what I knew, and I'm glad it worked out. But
Oh my
yeah, there
goodness,
was
yeah.
there was that moment where like I should not be doing this. But,
Oh
yeah,
God.
you know.
Well, I when I've heard, because you see, Shamine's got images in her head of how the voices should be, for James and for Louis and so on, but when I heard you, Brendan, doing your version of Louis' voice, and for me it was perfect. It's
Yeah.
like, this is hilarious and absolutely perfect. And then obviously I was even more delighted to be picked for James. It's like, yes, this is
Yeah,
brilliant.
I really liked your James too. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was just exactly what he sounds like.
Really? Oh well, that's
Yeah.
jolly good.
Jolly good.
Jolly good. I
Yes.
say, yeah.
Quite, absolutely. Well, you see, I really enjoy doing that sort of accent, and I'm from that part of the country. I mean, I'm practically am James, apart from the fact that I'm not as handsome as him. And I don't know how to don't know how to pilot a ship in any way whatsoever. But apart from that, I'm in the right part of the country, and I can
Carry a sword.
Totally.
always carry a sword. I've got a musket, in my bag. What can I tell you? So
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a tricorn hat, and I had to bring it to school because I started animating the ensign, and the ensign wears a hat, and I actually don't know how to draw that hat unless I have it in front of me. So I'm sitting there in class with this hat on my head, and everybody is looking at me like I'm insane, and I'm making faces at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, don't judge! I have lip syncing! What do you got? Jeez!
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
That happens to me when I'm working on, like I was working on the voice for Louis, trying to, because a lot of people caught this, and I was surprised and a little terrified that they did. A lot of people caught that some of the voice comes from Mark Hamill's Joker.
Oh.
And that is true. I did kind of start him there, and I worked away from him after that. And to kind of work on, making him more than just a bad impression of Mark Hamill. But anyway, I was working on the voice, and I was walking through farmers' fields just so I could have some empty space to work. And there's these people who were just staring at me because I'm laughing maniacally to myself and just doing all those things.
Oh.
And,
well, I get that thing where, you know how sometimes you see people who are listening to music and they start doing this really fast-paced angry walk, and it's because they've got their music in their ears? I've got the problem where I'll be listening to Adamant while walking down Orchard Road, and then I don't do a fast-paced angry walk. I start skipping around and pointing double guns at people like I've got a pistol, and they're just kind of like, what in the hell is wrong with her?
Brilliant. I can. Well, what was I going to say? I've forgotten. You've made me forget.
You're in a band. How do you embarrass yourself?
And we bought ourselves an expensive microphone to try and record ourselves and so on, which is great because that means I can record James properly.
Yeah.
But then my friend Luke in the band, he's a bit of an engineer, so it's great that he can sit there at the computer and fiddle with knobs while I can actually just get into our sound booth that we've made, which is just lots of duvets and rugs and cardboard box.
the good old-fashioned way.
Oh yeah, and so I can just get in there, put the script up in front of me, and just get into it, which I love. And I can just shout a bit, and as you said, I don't have to be so self-conscious. I can just get right into it. I do a bit of singing as well. Not that I'm the best singer in the world, but I'm competent enough, and it suits folk.
Maybe I should have a scene in the animation now where James has to sing, or he gets completely pissed drunk and he starts singing, sea shanty.
I would be absolutely delighted to get into character for that one. What do you do with the chunk and sounding a little bit like Jack Sparrow? But
if I had the time, I would totally actually do that. Like the bonus scene while the credits roll, and just have all three characters completely drunk, just sitting there next to each other with their,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know what Louis does when he's drunk. The thought terrifies me. I'm sorry.
Actually, I was wondering about that. I was like, would Louis be capable of holding his drink at first?
No, I don't think he could hold his liquor to save his life.
No, I don't think he could.
I mean, look at him. He's so skinny. He has no. He can't digest it. It would just go straight through him.
Yeah.
But I imagine that he likes something like, which I know you hate, champagne, or something like that, something really high class.
Of course he would. He's a frumpy French aristocrat.
And I just wanted to say, Richard, I thought it was funny that you mentioned bands because I'm also in one.
Yes.
And
what do you play?
I play guitar, mandolin, bass.
Show off.
Do you?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm not a show off.
Cool.
I'm not a show off.
You are such a show off.
And you speak 3 languages. Yes, you are a show off.
Wait, you speak 3?
I speak. Wait, how did you know that?
Well, it's obvious because ich spreche kein Deutsch. Ich bin ein Engländer. Mon français est très mauvais. Je ne parle français.
Oh no, I don't speak French.
You don't?
I don't speak French. I got the French because I have a friend who's French, and I sent her the line and said I have to say this for an animation I want to do, and so she sent me a recording of her saying it a couple different ways, and I just did it over and over and over again.
Oh God, I feel sorry. I'm sorry.
She said I got it 80% right, and I was like, good enough for an audition.
Yes.
Good enough.
I can probably fool the artist. It's okay. Don't I feel lazy? What, you guys are both in bands, and it's like, what did you do today? I sat on my butt all day and drew pictures.
Oh no, I feel that way when I'm like trying to write a song, and it's like I wrote a song. Did you? No, I wrote 3 lines. And like 2 chords. I'm making progress.
My sister has, oh my goodness, she writes tons of songs, and she...
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't. When I was looking through all the comments and everything, and just going, hold on, I recognise this face, and eventually I ended up on a YouTube page and went, oh, it's Shamine's sister. I didn't realise that.
And she's all like, so she's giving me peer pressure now to finish the animation because she wants to do the official soundtrack to it, and I'm just like, oh my god, you need me to finish the animation first before you can put a soundtrack to it, and I'm not even partially done with James's intro, and I still have to do Louis. Oh my god.
Oh.
The voice is progressively getting higher as you get more and more nervous about it.
Pull yourself together, man. I mean, woman. Come on now. For goodness sake.
I mean, woman. I mean, do better.
Yes. Be better. Do better. For goodness sake.
Horse to the brig with you. Yeah.
Lieutenant, take her off the ship. Put her on shore.
Maroon her on an island and leave her to die. But sir, then she won't finish our animation. Right, I forgot about that.
I'm thinking of lines. It's just going. Suddenly I thought of Darth Vader, but in that voice, just going. Animations do not concern me, Lieutenant. Put her on shore.
I find your lack of progress disturbing.
Oh.
Louis, I am your father.
No! It just makes everything we did weirder.
Help me take this mask off. Let me see with my own eyes.
God. Just can't take it anymore.
This is later. This is much later on. Isn't it? You know, they've been to the party. They've had some drinks. What can you do? You know.
BRB dying.
I'm okay.
Breathe. So which one are you on stage?
I'm
Stage
the-
left, stage right?
I'm the far right.
Hey,
I'm
how
the
come he
guitar.
gets this and I don't?
Oh, sure. If you'd like, I don't mean. I'm trying not to. I'm still trying to not show off.
Because I'm special.
I'm still trying to not show off.
He's
So
just flirting with you, James.
No, this is our moment.
yeah.
Brendan, this is our moment. You know,
I thought it was for his eyes only.
I say.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so let's get down to business.
Right. Oh yeah, there was a point to this, wasn't there?
Let's get down to business.
Because basically what I did with the latest storyboard, I'm sure you both noticed, was I took out any action that I could and just replaced it with a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, and actually, I thought because I did express to you my worry that you were feeling like you should take away Louis' sword.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was justified because although he doesn't have his sword, it doesn't feel like it's missing.
Yeah.
Which was like the thing. It's like, you know, do whatever.
Because I think before it was like they all have swords and they all use it at some point, and now it's like they've all got a different way of approaching a problem. And Louis, he doesn't have a sword from the beginning, you know.
Yeah. But I thought it was great. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. I'm excited.
I enjoyed the bit where this is me. I'm now firing a pistol at you.
Yeah.
Firing it, but from a distance, you know, from downstairs to upstairs, and to me, this is exactly because I did in my sound test, I did a few silly ones just to make Shamine laugh.
Oh god.
And I did a Dirty Harry Clint Eastwood version of James against Louis.
Can I hear that, please?
If I can find it,
Let me see it.
I'll get it to you.
Which
I
one of
need-
those auditions was that one? I need to check that one now.
You know, because I can't do an American accent.
See,
to save
I
my
know
life.
what you're thinking. Did I fire 5 shots or 6?
That's it. But I particularly tried to do it in the posh, you know, English voice as well. So I'll see if I can find it. And I'll
that sounds amazing.
I might need I'm probably going to need your email address
You
to
can
do
send it
that.
via Skype.
Can you?
Yes, you just go.
You can attach files.
Conversation send file.
Conversation.
Ah, voilà.
Right.
C'est magnifique.
Yes.
That's the best I can do.
Alles klar. That's all my German now. So all done.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, yes, das ist gut, yeah.
I can only do very racist Hollywood Nazi German accents. So.
Oh man.
I did a complete and utter. It was an atrocious Cockney English accent. God blimey, governor, chocolate, all that sort of thing. But it was so funny. So
yeah.